You have to pay back the grants you take to the government when you sell your house. Truth, or is it just a myth? Many times you hear a lot of information from others, and sometimes these informations or advices are untrue. So in this episode, I'll be sharing with you some of the property myth and debunk it. Hey everyone, Firdaus here, and today I'll be sharing with you some of the property myths that I personally hear and receive, and explain a bit more why it's untrue. So there are a lot of people who are misinformed, and sadly many made their decisions based on that, which is why I always tell my clients, if they hear anything from their family and friends, clarify with me, as I'll be able to advise further. So let's get straight to it. Myth number 1, I have to pay back my grants to the government after selling it. Now, when you take the CPF housing grants, it will be credited into and be part of your CPF ordinary account, which then will be used to finance the purchase, so they will offset your CPF OA plus the grant amount. When you sell your flat, whatever CPF amount you have used, which includes the grant amount, will go back to your ordinary account, which you can actually use for the next purchase because it's already part of your OA. So when you sell, your CPF use plus its interest will be returned. What you might be confused with is actually the resale levy when you buy the second subsidized flat. Myth number 2, my siblings cannot take the grant to stay near parents if I've already taken it. Not true. You have to understand that the purpose of this grant is so that family members can be near with each other. So if this is true, then favoritism will come in, wouldn't it? So if the brother have taken it and the sister would like to apply for the grant also, when she purchases a house, she will still get it. Myth number 3, I cannot buy smaller flats after I buy EA or maisonette. You can. There are a lot of homeowners who would like to downsize to a smaller flat after reaching a certain age because their kids have grown up and they don't need such a huge space. And they would rather downsize and pay fully or reduce the loan that they need to service. Myth number 4, I cannot go back to HDB after buying a private property. This is quite a common worry for people who like to upgrade to a private property after their flat reaches its 5 years MOP. So they are worried that when they feel that it's time to sell and get the profit from their upgrading plans, they cannot go back to HDB, especially when they are in their retirement age. You can buy a HDB resale flat after selling your private property. Myth number 5, cash down payment for HDB loan will always be lower than bank loan. So this might be untrue for those who are taking their second HDB loan. One of the criteria for second HDB loan is that 50% of the cash proceed has to go back to the purchase. So if you sell your house and your profit is 150k, for example, the cash you have to fork out to take the second HDB loan is 75k. However, if you take bank loan, you only need to fork out 5% cash down payment, which means if you buy a flat that is at 500k, your minimum cash down payment is only 25k. This is much lower than the 75k, and that difference of 50k can be used for expenses such as renovation. Myth number 6, private property is only for the rich. Firstly, how do you define rich? Having a combined income of 12k may not define being rich because it also depends on your expenses and overheads. And in fact, I know there are some couples with combined income of 8,000 owning a private property. At the end of the day, you need to know what is your objective, do proper financial planning, and have some discipline. I've shared a bit more on the purchase breakdown for private property in my other videos, which you can check that out. And so that's it for this episode. I hope that this has helped you to clarify some of these myths that you might have heard from others. You can comment down below some of other myths that you might have heard about, and perhaps I'll do another video on that. To find out more about your housing plans, you can always contact me at 9459-2866 or PM me directly, and I'll be happy to discuss further and assist you on it. Do like and share this video, and follow all of my socials for more content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Firdaus here, signing off.